Oh man, I know, that's great. That's hilarious. What? You started already, man? Son of a... Well, it's Friday, February 25th there. Getting this out. This is the question of the week. And being it has been a century and they brought it up again, I thought it'd be a good thing to do. And that is about Jack Johnson and whether or not they should pardon him or expunge his arrest, that he had so long ago. They actually served time for. In this day and age, and maybe some of you aren't familiar with it, but okay, I'll go back to it. Back in the day, people weren't as accepted, or certain things weren't as accepted as they are now. Even today, some areas, it's not accepted. And what I mean by that is, back in the day, I don't know if you knew this, but America was a little bit racist. Just throwing it out there, just kind of putting it out there, African Americans, or people of, African descent weren't exactly looked upon as the greatest people, and it didn't matter what you did, they still didn't recognize you as one, there's a lot of ignorant douchebags out there. Anyway, I'm getting carried away with that. But because of that, they had passed a law called the Mann Act, which means you couldn't transport, if you were, back then I don't even want to use the words, you're African American or you're of African descent, you couldn't transport a Caucasian woman or a white girl, you couldn't transport her over state borders for immoral or indecent acts. Apparently she could do whatever she wanted within the state lines, but you couldn't go outside the state lines. It's like, wait, I was going to bang over side, I can't do that, but I can do it right here, I'm cool. Anyway, because of this, he was known for it, and because he knew it pissed people off, he really did it, like he drove around with a drop top, and had his white girl right next to him. And Jack Johnson, if you don't know who Jack Johnson is, and you're watching my videos, you gotta do some research first, man. Go back and watch a lot of boxing and stuff. Watch Jack Johnson, or old film footage of him. And, well, that's kind of how they fought back then. And check him out and find out for yourself who I'm talking about. He was a heavyweight champion of the world. He was basically the first Marcus Queensberry rules. Anyway, when they changed it so you weren't just using your fists and punching dudes in the face, they changed it to where you actually had gloves and counts and all that good stuff that we have today, that the organizations have basically thrown out the window and said, we don't give a damn, we don't care who's the number one fighter, we just want our fighters to fight for a title. Anyway, so he was arrested and convicted of this, taking a Caucasian woman over borders, and went to jail, man. He served time, man. And his family has been trying all these years to get that expunged, man. They're like, dude, he didn't do anything wrong. If you look at it in today's eyes, you see that every day. I don't see it every day because it's not like I leave the state every day. And, I see a black dude with a white woman or a white dude with a black woman. He'd probably be getting roughed up, though. Anyway, it's not like you see that every day, traveling state lines. See it in my city, see it in my area, see it at school. But, it's something that's common. And, it is what it is. So, do you think they should lift it and take it off his record, as if he was never convicted, pardoned? Or do you think it's been 100 years, leave it the way it was because he broke the law then? It was the law then. It was a wrong law. It wasn't a moral law. It was, it was a racist law, should that how should that be now? Should we just forget about it? Or should we actually go in there, have the pardon removed, get it out of here? It doesn't belong there anyway. It's a black mark on the family. It's been a black mark on the family for all these years. I mean, they looked at him bad for a long time because of this. I know it was 100 years ago, but we can't forget history. You know, if we could change it, we would, but you can't. But this is one of the things that we can't. This is one of the concrete things that we can remove and say, look, it was ignorance, it was racist, it was wrong, and right it. Make it right. What do you think? Please comment, rate, subscribe, sing me a song. You know what? Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? All right. Well, hey, it's the Bigragu. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Okay? Where was I looking? I don't even know where I was looking. Was I looking at myself in the picture just? Anyway, please comment, rate, or subscribe. All right. Well, this is Bigragu. I'm out.